Why do the world's best smartphones feel outdated after just 2 years? In California, there's a light bulb that's been glowing for over 120 years, and it's still shining today. Funny thing is, the company that made it went bankrupt nearly a century ago. Why? Because they built it too well. No one ever needed a replacement, so they eventually ran out of customers. Smart business owners understand this. Make something too perfect, and you might kill your own business. Let me explain with a story. At a busy market, a vendor was selling chili peppers. A customer asked, "Are these spicy?" It was a tough question. If he said yes, he might scare off those who don't like spice. If he said no, spice lovers would walk away. So he gave a clever answer. The darker ones are spicy, the lighter ones aren't. The customer picked what they liked and left happy. Another shopper came along and asked the same question. This time, the vendor said, "The longer ones are spicy, the shorter ones aren't." Then a third customer asked. The vendor replied, "The firm ones are spicy, the soft ones aren't." In reality, the soft ones had just been sitting in the sun too long. But thanks to his quick thinking, he sold every pepper. Great sellers don't just solve problems, they reframe them so the problem disappears. In 2008, a man was struggling to sell fish tanks. No one was buying, and his business was dying. Then he had an idea. He bought 500 goldfish and asked a local fisherman to release them into a nearby river. The fisherman was puzzled, but the man paid him anyway. Soon word spread. Locals rushed to the river, hoping to catch a goldfish. Those who caught one needed a tank. Others, wanting to join the fun, bought tanks in advance. Even when he raised prices, the tanks kept selling out. He wasn't just selling aquariums, he was selling opportunity. Think about a whole watermelon on a grocery shelf for $3. It just sits there. Cut it in half, add a cheap plastic spoon, suddenly it's a $3 snack, and it sells out. The spoon isn't special. The convenience is what sells. Money doesn't flow to the best products. It flows to the ones people feel they need. Making money isn't as hard as people think. The real challenge is how you think about it. Why do some people quit their jobs and still earn 6 figures, while others work 9 to 5 and barely get by? It comes down to mindset. If you're curious about this shift in thinking, check out I Will Teach You to Be Rich by self-made millionaire Ramit Sethi. This book isn't just about saving or budgeting, it's about seeing money differently and making it work for you. If managing money feels overwhelming or debt keeps pulling you down, it's likely because you don't have a clear plan. Ramit breaks it all down with simple, practical steps to build a strategy. Automate your savings and grow your income. The fastest way to make more money? Change how you think about it.